Highlanders and Crusaders, folks. Super Rugby, and it's the Crusaders in front of a sellout crowd for Mitchell Drummond's 150th game, who squeaked past 15 points to 12 in what was a closer game than I think many expected. But I think fitting for a Southern derby between these sides, when the Landers were ahead with how long to play, like 10 minutes. They had phase after phase to put a second score lead on the Crusaders, but didn't get it. All I could think was, I have seen this movie one too many times. You know the Crusaders are going down the other end and going to score. Sure enough, they did. The Landers had chances enough, as they did the week before, as they have done in other games. They had chances to win this one, but didn't get it done. Crusaders go top of the table. Man, it must be tough to be a Landers fan at times this season. We'll go through some of the key events, the stats. You guys can let us know your thoughts on the result. Cracking, bit of entertainment in terms of a proper ding-dong battle, though. Crusaders open the scoring with 3 points, but they continue to be a team which lives on less possession and heaps of tackles because they might have had the best of the opening 20 minutes, but that was about it for this game in terms of the control with ball in hand. They had a heap of pressure, which did result in Sevu Reece getting a record-breaking try to become Super Rugby's top try scorer. That record's changed hands a few times in the last couple of years, but not exactly a classic Sevu Reece one. He wasn't busting down the wing, but he was more like picking and going as a forward and just kind of dotted the ball down. The TMO looked at it for days, but despite the fact that it went up to the TMO as a no try, he confirmed there was enough to see the ball dotted down on the line. It all started with a 50-22 from Reihana. So good Crusaders play results in a try, and it's 10 points to 0. Crusaders are at home. They're one of the top sides, playing a side who are down the bottom of the log. It's kind of going according to the script, I feel like, at the start of this game. But then the Highlanders, after the 25th minute, started to have some genuine attacking chances. 5-meter attacking line out. Lasanga, the loose forward, he slips and loses the ball. 27 minutes, another 5-meter attacking line out. This time they drive it, they spin it, they lose it again. 29 minutes, they resort to a kind of tough-ish slotting of a three-pointer, which hits the post. Mischance. 31 minutes, I'm starting to think the Highlanders may never score. Robinson dinks through for Jonah Lowe. Springer puts in a kind of try-saving tackle on him. Maybe they should have been pinged for kind of not releasing after the tackle, but either way, Lowe can't reach out, so it's another missed opportunity to score. At that point, I was genuinely thinking this is just one of those days where the Landers going to get nilled because nothing is going their way, but they did finally get it on 38 minutes, and they'd missed other opportunities as well, like Tavatavanawai and Lowe and Fakatava had been combining, looking very dangerous. But 38 minutes, it does happen, and it's almost like the Crusaders had to gift it to them for it to happen. I think it was Scott Barrett who shifted a ball wide as they were preparing to clear from their own 22, but the pass went to nobody. Tavatavanawai, who's just flipping everywhere, he pounced on it, and then Jonah Lowe is able to power over. So it's 10 points to 5 with the misconversion. That's game on. It's no longer a two-score game. Possessions 59-41 to the Landers. Territory 67-33 to the Landers. They have dominated the second half of that first half. They've had 6 turnovers won, though, the Crusaders. So they have just been able to absorb the pressure and win the ball back. Line breaks is 3-1 to the Landers. They're just not converting. The Crusaders have almost made double the tackles. Second half, the Landers continue to tear holes in that Crusaders defensive line. But do you think they can score? Well, in 47 minutes, they opt for a three-pointer. Wouldn't you know it, they missed that one as well, which in the scheme of the game, that's pretty crucial because that's 2 3-pointers and a conversion missed by this point. 49 minutes, though. They take the lead, the Landers. It's a Highlanders set play. Pop ball from that line out to Fakatava, who's got the wee kind of show and go. And then he's able to pop it to Robinson to go over for the try. That is converted. 12 points to 10. The Landers are in the lead. They need that next score because you know the Crusaders are going to have something to say before the end of this game. As I said at the start, do they get it? No, they don't. They had numerous chances. Crusaders have not had many. I wrote the note, like Hurricanes result coming again from the last time, that it'll look like the Highlanders were going to get kind of a famous away win. 71 minutes. I mean, I knew it was coming, and it came. Highlanders penalty conceded. Probably, is it the first or second 22 entry for the Crusaders into the Highlanders half? 22 in the second half. I think maybe first. They don't opt for a 3. Line out, maul time, Tamaiti Williams, over. They've had 30% possession in the second half, the Crusaders, and that's pretty much clearances. Brutal stuff. 15 points to 12. The Highlanders were not without chances to win it or at least tie it, though, because they had the Crusaders clearance going out in the full. Highlanders 15 flipping phases. But no, Crusaders turnover 1. Clock in the red. Crusaders concede a penalty. Highlanders go for a shot at goal to at least bring it to super time or extra time. No, it's a miss from Cam Miller. So in his 150th, Drummond is able to get the win. In front of a great crowd, they're able to get the win. It's not real convincing. I reckon the Brumbies will fancy their chances against the Crusaders next week over in Canberra. Crusaders are kind of up and down this year. They're a bit unpredictable. But yeah, like the carries is 168 to 69. When do you see a team get 100 more carries than the opposition? Turnovers 1, though, 8 to 6 to the Crusaders. The line breaks is 7 to 3 for the Highlanders. Like, how do you get 7 line breaks and still not score more tries? It is unusual, put it that way. Territory 66-34, possession 62-38, all to the Highlanders. But the Crusaders tackling shift 217 to 83. Tom Christie makes 29 of them. Tavatawa Nawai is doing his best, man. He wins turnovers. He breaks 7 tackles. He has 21 carries. The dude is a machine. And a kind of rubbish season for the Highlanders has at least looked pretty good. The Crusaders are away to the Brumbies, as I mentioned, next in the final week. And then the Highlanders will host the Chiefs. Ethan de Groot said after the game, they will throw the kitchen sink at them. We will see how that goes. You guys let us know your thoughts on the game. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.